Yo, what's up? It feels like it's been forever since I made one of these. Probably because, school is like sucking all the enjoyment out of my life at the moment. But for those of you who were fortunate enough to not know school is, in session and you didn't get sucked into some foreign professor Zoom call this semester, congrats. You get to hold on to hope for a little while longer. And for those of you who didn't dodge the bullet, such as myself, and are now spectating some enthusiastic Middle Eastern guy who seems to enjoy Gaussian services more than his wife, I'll pray for you. Which reminds me of the story of how I survived the physics department here at my lovely COVID infested university. So, this story actually takes place last year. This was when I was a second year. I'm currently a third year in college, if you guys didn't know that, since I've kind of said it in like all my videos, I'm pretty sure. But, anyways, assuming that you are one of my loyal returning subscribers, which I'm pretty sure that's like what everybody who's watching this video is, right? There's no way you watch the video and you're not a loyal subscriber, right? Anyways, assuming I don't have my mental breakdown this year, which is kind of unlikely since there's the COVID, there's hurricanes, there's a lot of brutality. I think since there's a lot of natural disasters going on, I definitely feel like I should be naturally distraught at some point. But besides the point, if I don't have my mental breakdown this year, next year will definitely be the time. Anyways, last semester I had the experience of taking Physics 1212 for engineers, which is really just code for Physics 2, but make it painful. I was enrolled in this class with my professor, and my professor was Chinese, so I guess for the sake of the video, we'll call him Jackie Chan. And full disclaimer, I hated Jackie's class. Like, if this class was one of the Rush Hour movies, I'd be in the scene with the first batch of goons that get sent out when the lead villain is like, just testing Jackie and Chris Tucker. Like, just, like testing, like trying to like gauge their power level. Like, should I bring out the guns now or should I bring out the guns later? When Jackie and Chris get like kind of like ambushed. It's not really an ambush because we both know someone's about to get bicycle kicked out of a 10-story hotel room window by Jackie. Yeah, that would definitely be me. I would definitely be the window in this metaphor analogy thing. I'm not even a goon. Metaphors aside, this class kicked my ass the whole year. Physics is already like a hard concept for me to grasp in general. I'm not the best when it comes to anything past a simple free body diagram, but couple that with a professor who barely speaks English in front of me and I'm lost in space. Every time I ask Professor Chan a question about the monstrous formula he just derived for calculating an electron's journey from a UFO to Earth, assuming it's a low wattage tractor beam and the UFO is moving at a constant velocity, he just looks at me like, I kid you not, he stares at me. He stares me down. This is a lecture hall. Like, there's like, 50 plus students here. He looks at me, he taps the board twice. Not once. Once would be like, I'm done. But twice is like, maybe he's actually trying, but nah. It would be fine if he explained it differently the second time, but he did it. My only saving grace was the grading scale. Jackie Chan, he knew that he was a bad like professor. Like, he was obviously very, very knowledgeable. It was just most professors in college, they really suck at like explaining concepts. It's almost like they rely on complete instincts. And if they rely on complete instincts, they can never teach you how to feel it, Like, they can never teach you how to feel out matter and mass and gravity, and they can't just teach you how to feel out that kind of stuff. But anyways, Jackie had this ultimatum because he knew that most of his lectures were kind of I'm gonna just say subpar. Hey, straight like that, Jackie. But if you made a higher grade on his final exam than you had in the course, he would make your final grade in the class the final grade, like your final grade. So say I had like a 60, right? And I cash out, right? I completely cash, like, dude. Hey, besides the point. If I cash out 90, like complete 90 on his final, he'll give me a 90 in the class, and I really mess with that because let's just say that them grades, hey boy, them grades are looking. My grade in that class was looking kinda rough, Jackie. I can't cap. Rough to say the least. So I studied the hardest any man could ever think of. I studied with all the greats, like Einstein, yeah, that's my cousin. Isaac Newton, yeah, that's my father. Megan Thee Stallion, yeah, that's my wife. I mean, I mean what I meant. But after studying with all the greats, the day came to finally take the final. Finally take the. That was weird. I finally took the test, okay? And I get to the test, and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know that I'm getting the damn thing done. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm answering questions left and right. Find X, done. Calculate the dipole moment. That's easy. That's light work. What color are SpongeBob's underwear? Trick question. He doesn't wear any underwear. Let's go. I'm zooming, and before I know I'm done with the test, I get up, wipe the sweat off my phone screen, and I lay that guy to rest. And let's just say, I'll never have to take physics 2 again. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the story. It gives you some kind of hope inside of your Zoom call lectures or whatever you're doing this year. Anyways, I'm Clutch. Stay safe, wear a goddamn mask, and don't forget the parties. Later.